Mr. Dodgson, just once more?
Yes, please tell us that story again.
Yes, do.
That's all till next time.
Ah, but it is next time.
That's enough till we've landed and had our tea. Steer over there, please, Miss Alice. There's our picnic spot.
Oh, lovely.
Come on, Duckworth.
Look at all those daisies. Oh, they're lovely. Yes. Oh, I can make a daisy chain.
I remember so well that golden afternoon when I first told the story of Alice's adventures underground. It was a beautiful midsummer day in early July. My friend Duckworth and I had, as usual, taken the three little sisters, Lorena, Alice, and Edith, out on a river picnic.
Oh.
Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. So she was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies. When suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her.
How strange.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I shall be too late.
Goodness, this is quite extraordinary. Why is everything so enormous? What can have happened? Such a large rabbit hole. I'll just take a look inside. What's going to happen to me now? And where shall I fall to, I wonder? Perhaps I shall fall right through the air. How funny it'll seem to come out among the people with their heads downwards. The antipathies, I think. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is. Please, Mom, is this New Zealand or Australia? No, I mustn't ask. Perhaps I shall see it written up somewhere. Ah, this looks interesting. Maybe something on here will tell me. no. Only tea things and marmalade. I wish my cat Dinah was down here with me. Dinah, my dear, there are no mice in the air, I'm afraid. But you might catch a bat, and that's very like a mouse. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? Oh! Oh! Goodness!
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Which way? What a beautiful garden. But how do I get out there? Oh, even if my head did go through, it would be of little use without my shoulders.
Where did that come from? It certainly wasn't here before. No, I'll look first and see whether it's marked poison or not.
What's happening to me?
I must be shutting up like a telescope. Oh no!
The key! I've forgotten the key. Oh.
Come, there's no use in crying like that. I advise you to leave off this minute.
Well, I'll eat it. And if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key. If it makes me grow smaller, I can creep under the door. So either way, I'll get into the garden. And I don't care which happens.
Which way? Which way?
Oh! My head. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Great girl like you to go on crying in this way. Stop this moment, I tell you.
The Duchess is waiting, I mustn't be late. She will be mad if she has to wait. I'll zoom like a rocket as fast as I can, now that I have my gloves and my fan.
If you please, sir.
What?
He's left his fan and gloves behind. Everything is queer today. And only yesterday things went on as usual. But today is turning into the most curious adventure I've ever had. Curiouser and curiouser, I find I grew curiouser, but each time I ask a question, why, there's no reply. Some days are gloriouser and gloriouser, they can't be more gloriouser, but soon as those days begin to die, I'm back to why. Curiouser and curiouser, what does it mean? Where am I going? Where have I been? Curiouser and curiouser, the world makes me curiouser. I've so many dreams that come and go. Why is it so? Does no one know?
How can that have happened? I've grown small again. Oh! Oh, that was a narrow escape. Now for the garden. Oh, I've forgotten the key again. I never was as small as this before, never. It's too bad. Things are worse than ever now. Oh, I wish I hadn't cried so much. I should be punished for it now, I suppose, by being drowned in my own tears. That will be a queer thing. However, everything is queer today. Oh, Mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I'm getting very tired of swimming about here. Perhaps it doesn't quite understand English. It must be a French mouse. Où est ma chatte? Oh, I beg your pardon. I quite forgot you don't like cats.
Not like cats? Would you like cats if you were me?
Well, perhaps not. Are you fond of dogs?
Please, don't talk to me about cats or dogs. Young lady, you seem to have an unfortunate habit of saying and doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Take this for instance. You've cried so much, you've made a big pool of tears. And now, I'm most uncomfortable and very wet. Well, really, that's no way to carry on. Tears are very precious. And not to be spread about. You silly girl. You know you can't go through life forever crying.
You're right, of course. Oh, dear. I do wish I hadn't cried at all.
You should do things in moderation. Now, let us get to the shore, out of all this, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
No. All this water. Oh, my feathers are all wet.
Where did they come from?
There's the shore. Come on. This is the way. Come on.
Gather round, everyone, and listen to me. I'm going to show you all how to get rough.
And as for you, young lady, as I said to you before, you've cried too much already.
The shedding of tears should wet your cheek, not soak you through and through. And cakes are things you put away when you've had one or two. Too much of anything can only do you harm. So may I give you this advice, straight from the palm. You've gotta know when to stop, you know, put on the brakes and take it slow. It's worth us repeating again. You've gotta know when. We all like to laugh and joke about and play those silly games where everyone pokes out their tongues and calls each other names. But keep on making faces and you'd best beware, for in the morning you might find that they're still there. You've gotta know when to stop, you know, put on the brakes and take it slow. It's worth us repeating again. You gotta know when. You gotta know when.
Stop! The lesson's over. You're all dry.
Now, what about the prizes?
Oh, that's right, of course. Everybody must have prizes.
But who's to give the prizes?
Why, she, of course. Oh, prizes. Oh, that's a big one. Prizes.
I want the big one.
My turn.
Just a minute, Mr. Dodo. She must have a prize too, you know.
Of course. What else have you got in your pocket?
Only a thimble.
Oh, hand it over here, then. We beg you to accept this elegant thimble.
You promised to tell me why it is you hate cats and dogs.
Mine is a long and sad tale.
It is a long tale, certainly, but why do you call it sad?
Fury said to a mouse that he met in the house, "Let us both go to law. I will prosecute you." "Come, I'll take no denial. We must have a trial. For really this morning I've nothing to do." Said the mouse to "You are not attending. What are you thinking of?"
I beg your pardon. You'd got to the fifth bend, I think. There.
I had not.
A knot? Oh, do let me help to undo it.
I shall do nothing of the sort. You insult me by talking such
Oh, I
nonsense.
didn't mean it. You're so easily offended. Please come back and finish your poem. What a pity it wouldn't stay. I wish I had our Dinah here. She'd soon fetch it back.
Who's Dinah?
Dinah's our cat. She's such a capital one for catching mice. I wish you could see her after the birds. Why, she'd eat the birds soon. Look at it. I wish I hadn't mentioned Dinah. Nobody seems to like her down here. And I'm sure she's the best cat in the world.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess. Oh, my dear paws. Oh, my fur and whiskers. She will have me executed as sure as ferrets are ferrets. Where can I have brought them, I wonder?
He's looking for his gloves and fan. I remember seeing them when I was in that great hall. with the table and the little door into the garden, though where they've all vanished to, I simply don't know.
Why, Marianne, what are you doing out here? Run home this moment and fetch me a pair of gloves and a fan.
But I'm not Marianne.
I'm right all the time, so just refrain. Disobedience and its ingredients I just will not entertain. Don't answer me back and we'll be fine. The last word is mine. So go on, do as you're told, Mary, at once.
I can't be Mary, 'cause Mary is dumpy. Why, Mary is fat. Mary's got freckles and sings like a cat. I'm not Mary.
Don't be stupid, of course you are. If I say you're Mary, then you're Mary. You won't make me budge. My word is law. Time's diminishing, we must be finishing. You are a pest and a bore. Be off with you, child. Go sulk and pine. The last word is mine. So go and fetch my gloves and fan, Mabel, at once.
I can't be Mabel, 'cause Mabel is skinny. She looks like a bean. Mabel is stingy. She's ever so mean. I'm not Mabel.
If I say you're Mabel, then you are Mabel. You won't ever learn that I am right. You're unteachable, your brain's unreachable. In fact, you're not very bright. I'll tell you once more, then I'll resign. The last word is mine. Quick now. Well, I never did.
Took me for his housemaid. How surprised he'll be when he finds out who I am. But I'd better take him his gloves and fan. That is, if I can find them. This must be the White Rabbit's house. I'll just go in and see. Yes, it is. W. Rabbit. It's rather unusual for a rabbit to live in a house. How queer it seems to be running messages for a rabbit. Yes, here they are. I know something interesting is sure to happen whenever I eat or drink anything. So I'll just see what this bottle does. I do hope it'll make me large again. I'm quite tired of being such a tiny little thing. But really, there isn't much room to grow any more in here. Oh! Goodness, that's quite enough. I hope I shan't grow any more. As it is, I can't get out of the door, so I can do no more whatever happens.
Marianne, fetch me my gloves this instant. Then I'll go round and get in at the window.
That you won't.
Pat, where are you?
Sure, I'm here, then. Digging for apples, I'm breaking up soil, 'cause I know that I'll find apples.
Digging for apples, indeed. Come and get me out of this.
Oh, I'm coming to your rescue, Your Honour.
Come on, come.
What are you up to?
Now tell me, Pat, what is that in the window?
Sure, 'tis an arm, Your Honour.
An arm, you goose? Who ever saw an arm as big as that? Why, it fills the whole window.
Sure it does, Your Honour, but 'tis an arm for all that.
Well, it has no business in there. Go and take it away.
Sure, I don't like it, Your Honour, at all.
Do as I tell you, you coward.
Look out, Your Honour! Oh, Your Honour! You've gone and done it again! You've destroyed me cucumbers! Oh, dear.
Take it out.
I wonder what they'll do next.
Pull yourself together. We've got to have a plan of action.
They're up to something.
Where's the ladder? Bill, Mick, come here.
Oh.
Come here.
Fetch it here, lad. That's the spirit.
Just look at that arm.
Put it up against this corner, then.
No, tie it up first. Tie it up.
All
Up
right,
you go,
all
Bill.
right.
Up.
Go on, then. Will the roof hold him, Your Honour?
Mind that loose slate.
Here it comes! Head below!
Ow! Who did that?
It was Bill up on the roof, I fancy, Your Honour.
Bill, you must go down the chimney.
Now, shan't you do it, Mick?
Oh, that's what I want you in.
Bill must go down.
Oh, no.
Down the chimney.
Bill, the master says you have to go down the chimney.
Bill must do it.
Oh, so Bill's got to come down the chimney, has he? Well, we'll see.
I don't think you can let Bill go
I
down
think
there,
I
Your
can
Honour.
kick a little. This is Bill.
There goes Bill, flying with tremendous skill.
He's had an shock, no doubt.
Oh, hurry, get that brandy out. Hold up his head. Give him some brandy.
Don't choke him.
How was it, me old fella?
So that's Bill.
What happened to you? Tell us all about it.
Well, I hardly know.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, I'm better now. But I'm a deal too flustered to tell. All I know is everything's as nice as pie. Suddenly, I'm in the sky. It's nice to be back here on land. But what's me tail doing in me hand?
Ah, never mind me, old fella.
Oh.
We'll have to burn the house down.
If you do, I'll set Dinah on you.
Pat, a barrel full of pebbles will do to begin with.
Go on, now, take good aim, sir. Go on, now, push your foot. There.
Yeah.
Oh, right on the nose. Oh, I'll put a stop to this.
Come on, give us some more.
Throw some more.
This is...
Another shot.
That's right.
Oh, there you are. You've done it this time, sir.
See what I
I
did?
think that's got rid of her, sir.
I first of all, I think she's got him. She's scared to come out. That one must have hit her, though. I must have hit her. You're not in charge, sir. I'm in charge. This is my house. It's my room.
If I eat one, it's sure to make some change in my size. As it can't possibly make me larger, it must make me smaller, I suppose.
I know what I'm doing. There's no need to tell me anything. We have my plan of action is you will go round to one side of the
Oh,
house and
thank
I'll stay round
goodness.
this.
Shall we
But when I say run, run. Quick. Quick to start with. Go on. Come on. There she goes. Come on. There is Pete, Your Honor. Which way did she go, sir? There, this way. Where is she?
Now the next thing is to find my way into that lovely garden. Yes, I think that'll be the best plan. In the meantime, I think I'll try and sing How Doth the Little Busy Bee, if I can remember the words.
How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
I'm sure those were not the right words. It's quite obvious I've changed. I'm not the same person as I was yesterday.
Then who are you? I repeat, who are you?
I hardly know, sir. Just at present.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir, because I'm not myself, you see.
I don't see.
I can't put it more clearly, for I can't understand it myself. And being so many sizes in a day is very confusing.
It isn't.
Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet, but when you have to turn into a chrysalis, you will someday, you know, and then after that into a butterfly. I should think you'll feel it a little queer, won't you?
Not a bit.
It would feel very queer to me.
Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why? Come back. I've something important to say. Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So you think you're changed, do you?
I'm afraid I am, sir. I can't remember things as I used to.
What kind of thing?
Well, I've tried to sing How Doth the Little Busy Bee, but it all came out different.
It was wrong from beginning to end. What size do you want to be?
Well, I'd like to be a little larger, sir, if you don't mind. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be.
It's a very good height indeed.
But I'm not used to it.
You'll get used to it in time. One side will make you grow taller. The other side will make you grow shorter.
One side of what? The other side of what?
Of the mushroom.
How strange. I wonder where it could have gone. Now, which is which? Really, the next thing I've got to do is to get into that beautiful garden. But how is that to be done? I wonder.
What a curious sign, it's very misleading. Wonder if it's worth proceeding.
Very strange. Very queer.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
I do believe they live in the same house. But I'll just call and say, how do you do? And ask them the way out of the wood. I suppose they've each got Tweedle on the back of the collar.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing, nohow. Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak.
I'm sure I'm very sorry.
I know what you're thinking, but it isn't so, nohow. Contrariwise, if it was so, it might be. But as it isn't, it ain't.
I was thinking which is the best way out of this wood. It's getting so dark. Would you tell me, please? First boy.
Nohow.
Next boy?
Contrariwise, you've begun wrong. The first thing in a visit is to say, how do you do, and shake hands.
I hope you're not much tired.
Nohow. So much obliged.
Now, would you please tell me which way leads out of the wood? For really, it's coming on very dark. Do you think it's going to rain?
No, at least not under here, nohow.
But it may rain outside.
It may, if it chooses. We've no objection, contrariwise.
Selfish things.
Do you see that?
It's only a rattle. Quite old and broken.
It's spoilt, of course.
You needn't be so angry about it.
But it's new, I tell you. I bought it yesterday. My nice new rattle! Of course, you agree to have a battle. I suppose so. Only she must help us to dress up, you know. Do I look pale underneath my helmet?
Well, Well, yes, a little.
I'm very brave generally, only today I happen to have a headache. And I've got the toothache. I'm far worse than you.
Well, then you'd better not fight today.
Oh, we must have a bit of a battle. What's time now? 4:30. Let's fight till 6 and then have dinner.
And all about a rattle.
I wouldn't have minded so much if it hadn't been a new one. Stand aside. And let's begin.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle. For Tweedledum, said Tweedledee, had spoiled his nice new rattle.
What a thick black cloud it is!
It's getting as dark as it can be! And darker!
Why, I do believe it's got wings!
It's a crow!
It'll never get me here!
Just then flew down a monstrous crow, as black as a tobacco, which frightened both the heroes so they quite forgot their quarrel.
I wish that crow hadn't flapped its wings so. It made quite a hurricane in the wood. Now, who is that? And whoever lives here, I wonder.
For the Duchess an invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
From the Queen, an invitation for the Duchess to play croquet.
There's no use in knocking, and that for two reasons. First, because I'm on the same side of the door as you are. Secondly, because they're making so much noise inside, no one could possibly hear you.
Well, please then, how am I to get in?
I shall sit here until tomorrow. Or next day, maybe.
How am I to get in?
Are you to get in at all? That's the first question, you know.
It's really dreadful the way all the creatures argue. It's enough to drive one crazy.
I shall sit here on and off for days and days and days.
But what am I to do?
Anything you like.
Oh, there's no use in talking to him. He's perfectly idiotic. Oh, there's certainly too much pepper in that soup. Please, would you tell me why your cat grins from ear to ear like that?
It's a Cheshire cat, and that's why. Pig!
Well, I didn't know that Cheshire cats always grinned. In fact, I didn't know that cats could grin.
They all can, most of them do.
I don't know of any that do.
You don't know much, and that's a fact.
What you're doing. Oh, there goes his precious nose.
If everybody minded their own business, the world would go round a good deal faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage. Just think what work it would make with the day and night. You see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn round on its axis.
Talking of axes, chop of a head.
24 hours, I think, or is it 12?
Don't bother me. I never could abide figures.
Speak roughly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases. I speak severely to my boy and beat him when he sneezes, for he can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when he pleases.
Here, you be nursing for a bit if you like. I've got to go and get ready to play croquet with the Queen.
If I don't take this child away, they'll kill it in a day or so. Wouldn't it be murder to leave it behind? Don't grunt. That's not at all a proper way of expressing yourself. I do believe your little nose is very turned up. More like a snout than a real nose. And your eyes are extremely small for a baby. And no tears either, even though you're sobbing. If you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll have nothing more to do with you. Mind now, what am I going to do with this creature when I get it home?
It's more like a pig than a baby. Oh my, will it sleep in a cot or sleep in a stall?
There's no mistake, it is a pig. This is quite absurd. If it had grown up, it would have made a dreadfully ugly child. But it makes rather a handsome pig, I think.
In.
That must be very uncomfortable for the dormouse. Only, as it's asleep, I suppose it doesn't mind.
No room, no room.
No room at all.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It's laid for a great many more than 3.
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
What's the difference between a raven and a writing desk?
Oh, I'm glad you've begun asking riddles. I believe I can guess that one.
Do you mean you think you can find the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then why don't you say what you mean?
I do. At least I mean what I say. That's the same thing, you know.
It's not the same thing a bit. Why, you might just as well say, I see what I eat is the same as I eat what I see.
I see what I eat, I mean I eat what I see. Why is everyone confusing me?
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same with you.
Take place!
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Yeah. Oh, quite, of course, that's what I was going to say myself.
It was the best butter.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I.
Well, I think you ought to do something better with the time than wasting it.
If you knew as much about time as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. You only have to whisper a hint to time, and round goes the clock in a twinkling, 1:30, time for dinner.
How I wish it was.
Is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarrelled last March. Just before he went mad, you know. It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at.
You know the song, perhaps.
I've heard something like it.
It goes on, you know, in this way.
Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle,
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Well, I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering the time! Off with his head!"
Oh, how dreadfully savage.
And ever since then, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock.
Oh, is that the reason all the tea things are laid out here?
Yes, that's it. It's always tea time, and we've no time to wash things between whiles.
Well, so you keep moving around, I suppose.
Exactly so, as the things get used up.
But what happens when you come back to the beginning again?
Suppose we change the subject. Take some more tea.
Well, I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Ooh, who's making personal remarks now?
But I would like a bun, please.
Ah. We don't have any buns, but we do have some puns.
Puns?
Have a pun.
What fun!
a riddle or a pun can provide a feast of fun. The worse they are, the best they are. It's hard to find a rotten one.
But once you find that jewel, the feeling's beautiful. These are the kind that we all find quite irresistible.
I've got one. Who walks like this?
I haven't the faintest idea. Do tell me. Who walks like that?
I do. No!
That's awful. Oh, but that's absurd. It's as bad as anything I've ever heard. It's madness. It's insane. But not half as daft as this one that I managed to obtain. Now then, where was the Magna Carta signed?
I don't know. Where was the Magna Carta signed?
It was signed at the bottom.
What drivel! What a blow! You have bruised my brain while stooping quite so low. What stupid revelry! But it's not as bad as this one that a cuckoo told to me. How do you find out the weight of a whale? I don't know. How do you find out the weight of a whale? Take him to the nearest railway station. Pure piffle. What a shock. Your distorted mind is full of poppycock. It's nonsense, every word. Yet it can't compare to this one that I must have overheard. Which King of England wore the largest shoe?
Oh, I'd love to know. Which King of England did wear the largest shoe?
The one with the largest feet. Oh, rubbish. You are sick. You remind us of a loony lunatic. You're merely a buffoon. If you carry on like this, you'll be as mad as us quite soon.
Now then, what did the father ghost say to his son?
Oh, I don't know. What did the father ghost say to his son?
Spook only when you are spoken to.
If it's sunny or it's rainy, if you're dumb or if you're brainy, you can sing the zany pun song. Wake up, Dormouse.
Yeah, I wasn't asleep. I heard every word you fellows were singing.
Tell us a story.
Yes, please do.
Yes, and be quick about it, or you'll be asleep again before it's done.
Well, once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
But what did they live on?
They lived on, what?
Treacle.
What?
Treacle.
Oh, yeah, they lived on treacle.
Ah, but they couldn't have done that, you know. They'd have been ill.
So they were, very ill.
Oh. But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
That,
It was a treacle well.
Yeah.
Treacle well. Treacle well.
Oh, it was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
Shh. Look, if you can't be civil, you better finish the story for yourself.
No, please go on. I won't interrupt you again.
I want a clean cup. Let's move one place on.
But I still don't understand your story of the 3 little sisters. Did they really draw treacle out of a well?
You can draw water out of a water well, so I should think you could draw treacle out of a treacle well, eh, stupid?
But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well in. Yeah, and you know you say things are much of a muchness. Well, did you ever see such a thing as a drawing of a muchness?
Well, really, now that you ask me, I don't think I
Then you
have.
shouldn't talk.
Hmm.
In you go. In you go.
Well, at any rate, I shall never go there again. The stupidest tea party I ever was at in all my life. I wonder where this leads to. Now I'll manage better this time. I'll eat a piece of mushroom and that should make me grow smaller.
Look out, 5.
I couldn't help it. 7, jogged my elbow.
Yeah, that's right, 5. Always lay the blame on others.
You'd better not talk. I heard the Queen say only yesterday you deserved to be beheaded. What for?
That's none of your business, 2.
Yes, it is his business, and I'll tell him it was for giving the cook tulip roots instead of onions.
Well, of all the unjust things.
Would you tell me, please, why you're painting those roses?
Well, the fact is, you see, Miss, this year ought to have been a red rose tree, you see. And we put a white one in by mistake. And if the Queen was to find out, we should all have our heads cut off, you know. So we was trying, before the Queen comes, just to make this...
The Queen, the Queen!
Who is this? Idiot. What's your name, child?
My name is Alice, so please your majesty. Why, they're only a pack of cards after all. I needn't be afraid of them.
And who are these?
How should I know? It's no business of mine.
Off with her head, off with her head. Get a hatchet and just attach it. We'll be much better off with her dead.
Nonsense.
Oh. But consider, my dear, she's only a child.
Turn them over. Get up! Leave off that, you make me giddy. What have you been doing here?
If it would please your majesty,
We've been trying
I see. Off with their heads, off with their heads. Separate them, abbreviate them, and I'll trust you to pick up the shreds.
Don't worry, you shan't be beheaded.
Shh. Are their heads off?
Well, the heads are gone, if you please, Your Majesty.
That's fine. Do you play croquet?
Oh, yes.
Come on, then.
Rather a nice day, isn't it?
Yes, very. Oh, where's the Duchess?
Shush, 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 shush. The Duchess is under sentence of execution.
What for?
She boxed the Queen's ears. Hush, hush. The Queen will hear you. You see, she arrived rather late, and the Queen said...
Take your places.
Oh.
His head. Oh! Off with his head! Pop! Off with his head! Off with his head!
We're dreadfully fond of beheading people here. The great wonder is that there's anyone left alive.
Shush, shush, shush. Come on, come on, come on!
Oh, this is an impossible game!
Hello there. Here I am. Over here.
It's the Cheshire Cat.
How are you getting on?
There's no use in speaking to it till its ears have come. Or at least one of them.
Did you enjoy the croquet game?
Well, they certainly don't play croquet the way I remember it played.
How do you like the Queen?
Not at all. She's so extremely likely to win that it's hardly worthwhile finishing the game.
Who are you talking to?
It's a friend of mine, a Cheshire Cat. Allow me to introduce him.
I don't like the look of it at all. However, he may kiss my hand if he likes.
I'd rather not.
Don't be impertinent. And don't look at me like that.
A cat may look at a king.
Well, it must be removed. Oh, my dear, would you see that that cat is removed?
Off with his head, off with his head. Mutilate it, decapitate it, and there be one less mouth to be fed.
Executioner?
Off with his head.
I can't cut its head off unless there's a body to cut it off from.
Nonsense. Anything that's got a head can be beheaded. So stop talking nonsense.
If it's not done immediately, everybody's head will be off.
But it belongs to the Duchess. You'd better ask her about it.
She's in prison. Fetch her here.
Fetch her, fetch her, fetch her. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You can't think how glad I am to see you again, you dear old thing.
When I'm a Duchess, I won't have any pepper in my kitchen at all. Soup does very well without. Maybe it's always pepper that makes people hot-tempered.
You're thinking about something, my dear, and that makes you forget to talk. I can't tell you just now what the moral of that is, but I shall remember it in a bit.
Perhaps it hasn't one.
Tut, tut, child. Everything's got a moral, if only you can find it.
It's gone. It can't have disappeared.
It was here a moment ago, sire.
Huh? Is his head off?
Well, its head's gone, if it please your majesty.
Good. What are you doing here?
A fine day, your majesty.
Now I give you fair warning. Either you or your head must be off, and that in about half no time. Take your choice. Have you seen the mock turtle?
I don't even know what a mock turtle is.
It's a thing mock turtle soup is made from.
I never saw one or heard of one.
Come on, then, and he shall tell you his history. Up, lazy thing, and take this young lady to see the mock turtle and to hear his history. I must go back and see after some executions I have ordered.
What fun!
What's the fun?
Why, she. It's all her fancy, you know. They never execute nobody. Come on!
Everybody says come on around here. I never was so ordered about more in my life.
Oh.
Never. What's his sorrow?
It's just his fancy that he hasn't got no sorrow, you know. This here young lady wants for to know your history, she do.
I'll tell her, but don't say a word till I've finished.
Oh.
I don't see how he can ever finish if he doesn't begin.
Once I was a real turtle.
Ah, yes. Yes.
When we were little, we went to school in the sea. The master was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
Why did you call him Tortoise if he wasn't one?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us. Really, you are very dull.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for asking such stupid questions. Carry on, old fellow, but don't take all day about it.
Yes, we went to school in the sea, though you may not believe it.
I never said I didn't.
You did.
Hold your tongue!
We had the best of educations. We went to school every day.
I've been to a day school too, you know. You needn't be so proud as all that.
With extras?
Yes, we learned French and music.
And washing?
Certainly not.
Ah, yours wasn't a really good school. At ours, they always had at the end of the bill French, music, and washing. Extra.
You couldn't have wanted it much, living at the bottom of the sea.
Hey, Mac, for the smell of duck.
I couldn't afford to learn it. I only took the regular course.
What was that?
Reading and writhing to begin with, of course. And then the different branches of arithmetic. Ambition, distraction, uglification, and derision. And then there was mystery. Mystery, ancient and modern. Geography.
That's enough of lessons. Tell us something about games now.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Sounds as though he's got a bone in his throat.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Carry on.
You may not have lived under the sea.
I haven't.
And perhaps you have never been introduced to a lobster.
I once tasted...
What?
No, never.
Then you have no idea what a delightful thing a lobster quadrille is.
No, indeed. What sort of dance is it?
Well, first you fall into a line along the seashore.
To line!
Biggity-boo!
Those seals, salmon, turtles, and so on. And then when you cleared all the jellyfish out of the way...
Generally takes time.
You advance twice.
Each with a lobster as a partner.
Of course. Advance twice. Set. The partners.
Kings, In same order. Oh.
Then, you know, you throw the lobsters out to sea as far as you can!
Swim after them!
Turn the somersault in the sea!
Ahoy, matey! Change lobsters again! Yippee!
Back to land again!
Right up! Left down! Left, right, left, right! 1, 2, that's right! Yip! Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Oops! That was a very pretty dance.
You want to see some more of it?
Oh, very much indeed.
Well, come on then. We can do it without lobsters,
Yes.
you know.
Ready? 1, 2, 6. Now. Now.
Will you walk a little faster, said a whiting to a snail. There's a porpoise close behind us, and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, won't you join the dance?
You can really have no notion how delightful it will be when they take us up and throw us with the lobsters out to sea. But the snail replied too far, and gave a look askance. So he thanked the whiting kindly, but he would not join the dance.
Would not, could not, would not, could not, would not join the dance. Would not, could not, would not, could not, would not join the dance. What matters it?
Not yet. Now.
What matters it how far we go, his scaly friend replied. There is another shore, you know, upon the other side. For further off from England, the nearer is to France. Then turn not pale, beloved snail, but come and join the dance. Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, won't you join the dance?
Thank you, that was very interesting.
Shall we have another figure? Or would you rather hear the mock turtle sing another chorus?
Oh, another song, please, if the mock turtle would be so kind.
Oh. Soup, soup.
There's no accounting for people's taste.
Well, I've certainly met some strange creatures on these adventures. In fact, I've never met so many in all my life.
The trial's beginning, the trial's beginning. It's beginning. Quickly, quickly, the trial's beginning. The trial's beginning.
What trial is it?
The knave of hearts is on trial because he stole the queen's tarts. Naughty knave.
Come on! Hurry, hurry, hurry! This way! One time! Now then. Sit there, and there.
Silence in court.
Herald, read the accusations.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer's day. The knave of hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Consider your verdict.
No, not yet, Your Majesty. The first witness.
Who is this? Call the first witness.
That's me.
First witness!
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, for bringing these in, but I hadn't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
You ought to have finished. When did you begin?
The 14th of March, I think it was.
No, it was the 15th. It's the 16th. No, 15th.
Write that down.
Silence in court!
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen.
I keep them to sell. I'm a hatter.
Give your evidence, and don't be nervous, or I'll have you executed on the spot.
Goodness, what a curious sensation. I seem to have grown larger again.
I wish you wouldn't squeeze so I can hardly breathe.
I can't help it. I'm growing.
You can't grow hair.
Don't be stupid. You're growing too.
Yes, but I grow at a reasonable pace, not in that ridiculous fashion. Here, come on. Gosh.
Silence! Give me a list of the singers at the last concert.
Give your evidence, or I'll have you executed, whether you're nervous or not.
I'm a poor man, Your Majesty, and what with the bread and butter getting so thin and the twinkling of the tea...
Twinkling of the what?
It began with the tea.
Well, of course twinkling begins with a T. Do you take me for a dunce? Go on.
I'm a poor man, Your Majesty, and most things twinkled after that, only the March Hare said...
I didn't.
You did.
I deny it.
He denies it. Leave out that part.
Leave it out, he said.
Well, at any rate... At any rate, the Dormouse said... And after that, I cut some more bread and butter.
But what did the Dormouse say?
I can't remember.
You must remember, or I'll have you executed.
I'm a poor man, Your Majesty.
You're a very poor speaker.
How do you do it? Put the pen. I can't really take it. I can't really think.
Well, that finishes the guinea pigs. Now we shall get on better.
Silence in court.
Yeah.
Silence.
Goodness, this is too much. I must stop all this growing. I'm much too large now. I suppose I shall just have to stay this size.
Silence in court.
If that's all the evidence you can give, you may stand down.
I can't go no lower. I'm on the floor as it is.
Then you may sit down.
I'd rather go and finish my tea.
You may go.
Just take his head off outside.
Oh.
Next witness.
What's this? That stupid trumpet. The Duchess's cook.
Give your evidence.
Shan't. Your Majesty must cross-examine this witness.
Well, I must. What are tarts made of?
Pepper, pepper, pepper. Some white to give you a fright. Some brown to start the tears rolling down. Some red to make you wish you were dead. And take you!
Draco.
Collar that dormouse. Not that dormouse. Pinch him. Oh! With his whiskers.
Tea time.
Silence in court.
Next witness. Oh, really, my dear, you must cross-examine the next one. It quite makes my forehead ache.
Your Majesty.
They haven't got much evidence yet.
Alice!
Here!
What do you know about this business?
Nothing.
Oh, well, that's very important.
No. Unimportant, I think Your Majesty means.
Unimportant, I meant, yes, of course I did, yes. Important. Unimportant. Oh, silence. Silence. Rule 42, all persons more than a mile high to leave the court.
I'm not a mile high.
Oh, yes, you are.
Nearly 2 miles high.
Well, I shan't go. Besides, that's not a regular rule. You invented it just now.
It's the oldest rule in the book.
Then it ought to be number 1.
Oh, no. Consider your verdict.
Oh, yes,
That's your verdict.
Oh, there's more evidence to come yet, if it please Your Majesty. This paper has just been picked up.
What's in it?
It seems to be a letter written by the prisoner to somebody.
Unless it was written to nobody, which isn't usual.
No, it isn't a letter at all. It's a song.
Your Majesty, I didn't compose it, and they can't prove I did.
There's no name on it.
You must have meant some mischief, or else you'd have put your name on it like an honest man.
That proves his guilt, of course. So, off with his...
It doesn't prove anything of the sort. Why, you don't even know what the song's about.
Sing it.
If it please Your Majesty, where shall I begin?
Begin at the beginning.
Yes.
Go on till you come to the end.
Yes.
And then stop.
Yes.
Yes.
They told me you had been to her and mentioned me to him. She gave me a good character but said I could not swim. He sent them word I had not gone, we know it to be true. If she should push the matter on, what would become of you? I gave her 1, they gave him 2, you gave us 3 or more. They all returned from him to you, though they were mine before. If I or she should chance to be involved in this affair, he trusts to you to set them free exactly as we were. My notion was that you had been before she had this fit, an obstacle that came between him and ourselves and it. Don't let them know she liked him best, for this must ever be a secret kept from all the rest between yourself and me.
Aha! This is the most important piece of evidence we have had yet.
It doesn't mean anything.
Let the jury consider its verdict.
No. Sentence first, verdict afterwards.
Stuff and nonsense. You can't have the sentence first.
Hold your tongue.
I won't.
Off with her head. 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 Off with her head.
Wake up, Alice. Wake up. Why, what a long sleep you've had. Oh, I've had such a curious dream.
It must have been a curious dream, certainly, Miss Alice. But come now. It's time for us to go.
It's getting late.
The me I never knew began to stir sometime this morning. The me I never knew appeared without a word of warning. You smiled and you uncovered what I had not discovered. You made me see the me I never knew. The me I never knew has learned to love and loves the feeling. The me I never knew can see a world I've been concealing.